Hello there, and welcome to a few quick attacks. Why? Well, because it's heavy weekend. So I figured, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna throw down. I'm gonna break out the heavies with a few Zookas. Gonna see what kind of damage we can do. Going a little light in the heavy department with some medics, just because. I don't use the heavy Zooka that often, and I don't want to have, like a mine that I'm not paying attention to wiping my Zookas out. So, medics are in there just for a little fun. And of course, we're attacking Russian, Steve. I assume this is Russian? I don't know, I see backwards letters and I figure, oh, okay, that's gotta be it. But for all I know, this guy could be Polish. I don't know. I don't know what Polish writing looks like. Oh my god, it's horrible. Alright, so we're gonna go into the back corner. As bad as it is, before doing this video, I was like, Google how to attack with heavy Zookas. Turns out, just like everything else, take out the boom cannons, and then the shock launchers and rocket launchers, and then win the internet. So that's kind of what I went for. Except for down here where I had a a rocket launcher and a boom cannon that were so nice and close together that one shock could take them both out. Yes, my favorite kind of defenses. The ones where I can take out two high-valued marks with one shot. It's beautiful. It's the greatest thing since, I don't know, free GBE. So throwing a smoke down to help kind of cover my troops as they run away. And then I probably should have thrown down a heal or possibly another smoke where they're all grouping up. Just because I know you don't want any of the splash damage going after your heavies at the same time as your Zookas. But it works out, and basically we take this base down sooner than I expected because I was throwing a flare to regroup as it fell. And that's when I realized, holy smokes, the hooka has so much damage behind it with four boats of Zookas. It's kind of impressive. Now, I decided, alright, let's try out much turret. And as you can see, I decided to take it out with flares. Watch out. That's right, new flare attack. Level 6 flare, flares for 35 seconds, and does 5 damage. Let's try this again properly. So taking out the boom cannons because, well, that's what you're supposed to do, and then dropping everything on the beach on the left-hand side. Now, I've done this base with tanks before, and with tanks, the idea is, kill some stuff here, get some free GBE, flare into the corner, and call it a day. Well, it works a little bit different with the hooka. Mostly because with tanks, it doesn't matter if all of your troops are stacked on top of each other, because all of your troops are tanks, or all of your troops are DPS, I guess, technically. I don't know. But the point is, it was very interesting just seeing how changing the troop composition of the attack changes the strategy of the attack so much. Don't get me wrong, the results are the same. Those results being, I win. But I win. Also, what's really nice about the old heavy weekend here, as you can see, I've got a boat looking for 4 heavies, and I can gem that off for 1 diamond. That's awesome. I love it. And that's just because, I'm trying to get a video out to get you guys and, put things together. Normally, I wouldn't even bother gemming it unless I'm making a video, but if you are looking to do some gemming because you do want to do some crazy attack because either you're boosting or you're trying to finish something really quickly, it's a fantastic thing. Also, for the record, just because I did mention it, I'm running no boost. You know, I don't see the point of running the boost when I almost want my heavies to die during this event. I'm just like, die all of the heavies. I don't care. Kill them all. And this attack is actually really interesting. I never realized how serious the Zookas were when they like unleashed. Like this HQ has half health, and I flared onto it just because everything was spreading out, and like, holy smokes, those Zookas just tear through it. Which is nice because, you know, that's what you want your Zookas to do. But we had some pretty serious losses on this attempt, so let's try all heavies just to see, you know, what's going on. And as you can see from this base, there's a little bit of blue statue action going on, so we're gonna have to be really careful. Especially because there's also a Doom Cannon. Alright, now, the nice thing is with this base, aside from the fact that, you know, there's 3 defensive structures, all of this GBE I'm dumping out, and I don't need to spend any GBE to land my troops. That's such a nice thing. When you're used to tanks and you're like, alright, I've got to keep 30 GBE, and I got to do this and I got to do that, or else I'm going to have problems. Man, when you don't have to worry about that, it's kind of nice. Alright, we have to take out that Doom Cannon because it's pretty much going to one-shot our troops. And we're going to have to take out that shock launcher because, well, the shock launcher is going to slow down our troops. And then one shock to catch them all of them being the 2 boom cannons and the shock blaster at the very front of the base. And as the heavies start going through and clearing out all of these non-defensive buildings, as you can see, it's building me up a buttload of energy, which is fantastic because it's basically feeding my entire attack. It's giving me everything I need to come through here and just destroy everything. And holy smokes, I really never expected all heavies to have quite as much traction, but as you can see, if you're looking to do some cheap attacks this weekend, all heavies might be the way to go. Definitely don't do it in an op. That would be ridiculous and horrible, and I'm not going to name any names. It may have happened. Don't go all heavy in an op. They just... no. Guys, no. But going after NPC and PvP bases, absolutely, this is a legitimate strategy. You throw a heal on and these things are downright invincible. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this has been entertaining. Hopefully it's been helpful, and most importantly, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. See you tomorrow.